This is Dr. Dan Purser, danpursermd.com. For my Facebook Live, are you guys ready? This is kind of off track, but these are my top 20 all-time best medical truths I've come up with. Let's see. Jackson's here in control tonight. Cousin Will's gone. He's disco dancing. No, what's he doing? He's at a party. No, he's at some dinner. Sunday night.
Fireside.
A church service.
A church service. Okay. Sorry, I know that well. I once went to those. Hey,
You once went to those.
I once went to those. Brecken's over there being Little Miss Smarty Pants. Mrs. Smarty Pants, I guess.
Thank you. I'm married, yes.
Mrs. Smarty Pants. So these top 20 all-time best medical truths, they're just mine. They're no one else's. 35 years of experience say these are true. Most doctors probably disagree or say I'm crazy. But I live and die by these every day, as a lot of you are my patients know. So tell me what you think in the comments below. We're going to post these. Is that right? Or we did?
We will.
Though I changed one and really
I fixed it.
messed this up. Okay.
He tries to sabotage us every week.
I know, just at the last minute. A good friend of mine who dealt with a lot of essential oils to do that all the time with his company. I'm just going to leave it right at that. And everyone loved him. So I think everyone still loves me. So, okay. So I start. Let's do these. These are just tried and true practice. Oh, no, I'm going to start with.
Yeah, maybe do your announcements first and then at the end too. That way we can gain more people.
Okay. I'm going to talk about the FSA and HSA approval we've now gotten for Ceramax. If you have an HSA or FSA, what's an FSA?
Flex spending account and health savings
That
account.
was going to be a funky soiree account or something. I don't know.
Sounds about right.
Flex spending account and health savings account. You can now, because it's an FDA registered product, you can purchase it with your HSA. Please do so. Purchase 12. Especially if you heard all over. Like, I hear a lot of people say they just want to bathe in it. Yeah, because it gets rid of pain. But if you want to bathe in it, you got bigger issues, and you and I should talk. We'll figure them out. So use your HSA or FSA card and order now. Do they just put it in at the website? They have to call the office.
No, just online.
Online you can do it.
Super easy.
Yep, super easy.
That's really cool. Who did that? Is that Jackson?
Yeah.
Jackson, you're the man.
It's actually through the government probably.
The banks are the ones that have to do the back. Yeah.
Okay. Next, I'll put out a video later this week, but VARS and Ceramax, so they work together. Let me just be really clear about that. God made them to work together. They're sisters. Glutathione, reduced glutathione, and superoxide dismutase, they are sisters. They're good sisters. They're both good witches, not bad witches. Dorothy did not land on one of them in her house when it's rolling. You remember that? But they're good witches, and they really, really help. My pain in my knee, I'm going to have to do something about that. I'm going to try stem cells, but let's just leave it at that. But it's severe. And I put some VARs on there, and then, I don't know, 5 minutes later when it's dry, 3 minutes, whatever, I put some Ceramax on there. Wow. Completely normal. I get about 3 hours of normalcy, maybe 4. Nope, and I don't have any pain. That's just me. Your results may vary. Did I say that correctly? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, but wow, it really helps. Do I still, if I go out and try and run a marathon, would it be good? No, it'd be horrible. It'd start hurting within minutes, but at least I get relief.
Yeah.
That stem cell procedure can't come too soon. But I think it's going to have good results. My friend who educates physicians all over the world on how to do them, he's head of the American Pain Society, or was, chair. He's just a stud, and he's going to do it for me. So maybe I should vlog that, video that.
It's not a bad idea. If you guys
Me
want to
screaming
learn more.
when they do the bone marrow. Oh,
That might be fun just to
I
have.
would love to film that.
Yeah. That'd be entertaining.
He's the best of the best of the best. He's really good.
Nice.
Well, he's an MD.
Mm-hmm.
He's in Provo, but he's nationally renowned, world renowned. So I'm going to put my knee in his hands. But otherwise, it's going to have to, it's so bad. I'm using a cane. I'm going to use crutches here eventually. So just suddenly just went bad. So I'll leave that alone now. Okay. I want to talk about convention week specials. Young Living, God bless their souls, they're going to hold their convention June, what is it, the 14th through the...
I think 16th and it's like the weekend,
it's
isn't
like
it?
the Sunday through Saturday kind of thing. Just so you know.
I'll look up.
A lot of people fly in on Sunday.
It's the 11th through 19th.
The 11th through the 19th, the June convention, the June Young Living the International Convention, and it's in Salt Lake City. We're about 30 to 40 minutes according to traffic, maybe 45, with really bad traffic from Salt Lake City, from the convention site, from the Salt Palace. I am already getting full. And we really extended our hours. I'm working every day. It's just going to be a long week, and I love seeing all you guys. But you need to call now and get an appointment. We posted the discounts we're going to give, convention discounts for everything. You need to take advantage of that. If you let people know around you that you're coming down, they want to join in, great. We have extra phlebotomists. We'll all draw your labs, the CMA or whatever. I will come in and shake your hand, say hi to you. I'll pat you on the back. I'll muss your hair up and put you in a head noogie if you want, but that's up to you. But then and I'll probably talk to you if I need to. If you're having a medical problem, you can whisper in my ear or whatever, and we'll go talk about it. And if I need to examine you really quickly, well, nothing too crazy, but, listen to your heart or whatever. So you're official. So because I know that week's really stressful, but you get your buns down here, and let me help you. Let me take care of you. Let me do what I can. And then you can be my patient until next convention. Is that good? Did I do that right?
Yeah.
There's some big discounts for that.
Yeah, we
The
just
CMA.
have some testing specials. I think we've got the CMA, which is our brand new intracellular testing. I think
With the redox.
With the redox, we're doing it for $500, so that's $50
I
off.
will not be able to eat. I can't even order Spam with the money I'm going to make on that.
And then we're doing a hormone panel, which is a lot of different hormone levels for $500. And then a dual hormone and CMA, so you're getting your hormones and your intracellular levels for $975, I want to say.
Wow,
So that's a pretty big deal. off both of them.
couple $100 off.
Yeah. So we think it's a good deal for you guys, and just hit it
What
hard.
if
so
I
you get
don't
it all
want
at
to
once.
work for that? I'm not going to do that. You're going to have to
So
get that
funny.
other guy down the street.
It's funny because you came up with this yourself.
I didn't come up with the pricing. I was like, let's double the price.
No.
Okay, we didn't double the price. So see the post that Brecken put up a few days ago on the pricing, right, Brecken?
Yeah. It was posted Friday, but just go look
That's
back
a
and
few
you can
days
see.
ago.
Yeah. You can see
Okay.
more details about it.
Now, Medscape put out when medical myths outlast the evidence, which is kind of what I'm covering. So it bugs me that they put it out on the same weekend I'm doing mine, but theirs are really not good. Wow, they're just bad. I looked at them, I'm like, wow, I knew they'd be bad, but I didn't think they'd be this bad. They only found 4 medical myths, which is alarming because there's literally thousands. I'm going to go through 20, and I have hundreds more. But okay, here's the 4 from Medscape. Compared to what I'm going to tell you. Shellfish allergy and radiographic dye. If you have, the old wise tale is if you have a shellfish allergy, you cannot get radioactive dye. That's just false. You can have radioactive dye. Who wants it? None of you guys do, I don't think. No, if you do, you better use a lot of ours. Wow. Yeah. The radio dye, or it's not radioactive, it's radiologic dye, but radiographic dye is what they call it. But sorry, it said radioactive. That's scary. Okay, radiographic dye and shellfish allergy, they can coexist. You can have it. That was one of, they chose that to be their first medical myth they were going to undo. Wow. Colonoscopy dogma is that you have to, this is another one. These are laughable. Colonoscopy dogma. You have to drink clear liquids for 2 days. No, you don't. That's just all fake now. That's fake info. So fake dogma. So now you don't have to do that. You can do it in a day with some suppositories or something. I can't remember what they had. I've done it. I can't remember. They gave me 2 pills and it was get out of the way. I'm going to the bathroom. It was terrible. So I almost pooped my little heart out. I'll tell you that. Okay. Can I say poop on Facebook and not get banned? I probably got banned.
You can.
This one's just totally lame. Metronidazole or Flagyl and alcohol. Really, I rarely prescribe it. And I never thought there was a side effect with anything. And apparently there isn't. But a lot of doctors think you can't drink alcohol. You can't be an alcoholic or drink wine or anything and take metronidazole or Flagyl. It's not true. That's fake. You can take metronidazole with almost anything. You can't take NSAIDs. I posted this the other day. Naproxen or ibuprofen with certain blood pressure medications. It will throw you in 30% increased risk of, wow, that's pretty high. 30% increased risk above the normal risk, which I think is 20%. So I think you're pushing 50% chance you'll go into acute kidney failure or something horrible, insufficiency, AKI they call it. Really, don't take ibuprofen. Just don't take it. Period. Well, if that's not advertisement for Serum X, I don't know what is. It will not affect your kidneys, and it won't affect your liver, and it might affect your brain, but in a good way. Sinus headaches aren't real. Really? They are real. But they said sinus headaches are really just migraines. Wow, that's just lame, because I guarantee they're sinus headaches. I've had a sinus infection or sinus cloggage and headaches. You know what you do for that? I would put that new Serum X, I put a little drop of it inside your nose, see what happens. Gone. Gets rid of pain, remember? Go like this after you do it. Like, you see my I have a video up about it.
Yeah, you've done that before.
Yeah.
I watched him do that this morning at breakfast.
Well, one of our consultants said you need to get a fast track FDA approval for it. She was from some famous allergy. Anyway, that's cool. Okay. That's it. That's the 4. Really, they could not come up with more. Like, why is insulin so damn expensive? That's what I'd want to know. It used to be really cheap. You can't even find the regular old-fashioned insulin anymore. I know. So hard. And why'd the inhalers go to those new Pro Air HFAs? When you get them for $2 at Costco and $4 at Walmart.
Now they're like $500.
Oh gosh, they're incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, I have asthma, so it's ridiculous. I could go on and on with all the weird medical myths. That's not a medical myth. That's just a medical backstab.
Yeah, that's a medical hurt.
Yeah, that's medical. They're going to hang you and empty your pockets. Okay, let's see my top 20. Sorry, I'm laughing at. You guys know how I feel about all this.
To reintroduce what is this we're doing tonight?
Oh, we're just yakking. Okay, no, really. My top 20 all-time best medical truths. These are mine. No one else's. 35 years of experience. I'm going to tell you what's true. What I think is true. So, and then Brecken's going to argue each one with me. And then if we might get in fisticuffs, Jackson will pull us apart. Brecken's husband will show up. It could get ugly. We never know. So, okay, number 1. Researchers almost always conflate or confuse beneficial natural progesterone with side effect prone synthetic progesterone agents. Article after article after article after article. Yeah. This isn't on the list, but also they say if you don't have a uterus, you shouldn't take HRT. I don't know where that came from. That's just bizarre. That's like saying if you don't have a foot, you shouldn't take insulin. If you're diabetic, it's like, wait, what? So it has nothing to do with anything. Okay, sorry, that's just another truth. That's one B and one A. But natural progesterone is safe, has no side effects, has tons of benefits. My progesterone book details all of those. Bestseller, #1 bestseller 3 times now on Amazon. #1. So there's a reason for that. Sold thousands of copies. And it tells you the bad things, tells you the good things, all referenced. I actually put data there. Synthetic progestational agents give you a 250% increase in breast cancer risk. That's what's in birth control pills. That's why they give you a package insert for the clots, for the heart attacks, and for the breast cancer, so you can't sue them into oblivion later. You're informed. Now, natural progesterone, the data is from we know from the 1900s, 1981, this huge review by the American College of Epidemiology, not a lot of lightweights. They may be now, but they weren't in 81. And they said having a good natural progesterone level will give you a 500% decreased risk of breast cancer. Boom. Okay. So they conflate the two, which drives me nuts.
Yeah, I can see where people get confused, but it's just unfortunate because it has so many good benefits.
They'll even call it progesterone when they're really talking about synthetic progestational agents.
So true.
Like, have they ever read an article? Have they written an article? Have they read a book? Read my book. Okay.
You understand doctor burnout better than anyone, though, huh? They just are burnt out. They don't pay attention anymore.
That's it.
Partially.
No.
No?
I don't know what they're doing. I burn out when I have vitamin deficiency. You know what? If you're burnt out, get your vitamins checked. That's for all you guys too. If you're feeling burnout, call us.
Yeah.
We'll send you a CMA so you can have it done. #2, a lot of you have heard this. Raise your hand if you have. Some doctors will treat your hypothyroidism how about most doctors will treat your hypothyroidism to their satisfaction, not yours. Do you get that?
Yeah.
How many patients do we have that go, my thyroid's a mess. They will not, I tell them it's too low. They won't talk to me. They laugh at me or say, your levels are normal. Then they send me their levels and I'm horrified.
Yeah.
Usually they don't even have the right tests done. No. Haven't ever.
Yeah.
They don't even know what an FT3, FT4 is.
Yeah.
Wow.
My mother-in-law is one of those examples. She was chasing after thyroid issues for years, and every doctor was just like, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. She finally found a good one, was like, no, let's get your free T3, free T4.
Bingo. Who is that person? I want to send people to them. I'm overwhelmed.
Their name. It was in Illinois, though.
Okay, I give up. No one wants to go to Illinois. Sorry for my Illinois friends out there. We're not coming to visit you. Come here to visit us. Okay, so, you need to find someone who's worried about your symptoms, your cold hands, your cold feet, your hair loss, your dry skin, your constipation, not theirs. Though most doctors are pretty constipated, I think. Don't you reckon?
I know you are.
What?
Just kidding.
I'm on fire, I think. Oh, it's coming.
It's coming, guys.
That has to go through HR.
Dang it. Kind of too big. Wait, who's HR now?
Mom.
I thought John was HR.
That's our fulfillment and social media guy.
We just joke he's HR.
So who is HR?
Mom.
Mom says she's Diane from Star Trek.
Diana Troy. Yeah,
Diana
the ship
Troy.
counselor.
She looks kind of like Diana Troy. And because she's the counselor. And she's HR. Well, that's lovely. Okay. #3. Yeah, so find a doctor who'll actually listen to your symptoms. Back to #2. And take care of your thyroid. They need to give you some little small amount of control and information that they usually don't have the time. My average primary care doc here in Utah County, I've been the Utah Medical Association rep now for 14 years. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm tired of it. But unless they rope me up and take me to Salt Lake, maybe sit in more meetings. But my average primary care doc sees 54 patients a day. That's hideous. They're trying to pay their bills and buy a car. Okay. Number 3, you find out your FT3 is high. That's the thyroid lab value. But when lowered, you feel terrible again. But the reason you feel better or normal when it's higher, when it's above normal high, like instead of 4.2, which is the upper end of most lab ranges, or 4.4 on some, it's at 4.8 or 5.3 or 6.1. You feel good there. You have a medical problem very well if you don't have any symptoms of hypothyroidism, like jitteriness, nervousness, can't sleep, funky heartbeats, tachycardia, all that, jitters, whatever, then you probably have thyroid resistance. Get my book on thyroid. Oh, I don't have it with me. I have an osteoporosis book. Well, I wasn't smart.
Unprepared.
So, well known. I learned this from my friend down at the university where I did research. He says well known, and he would know. He's the man on endocrinology stuff. But he said it was well known in the 50s, 60s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Thyroid resistance was well known, but eventually it in the 70s, when the advent of Synthroid, it disappeared. And no one's quite sure why. You can't even find articles about it. Go search PubMed. There's not much. Articles are gone. They should go all the way back to the beginning of medical research, but they're not on there. It's weird.
Yeah.
So thyroid resistance. Look it up. I'll go to court over it. I'll do whatever. Okay. So it goes back to how do you feel, not how does the doctor feel. So I'm just going to leave it at that because it's a really touchy medical legal subject. So we're going to leave it right there. Number 4, check your FT3 and FT4 if we really want to know where your thyroid levels are at. No other tests make any sense to me. Reverse T3, yeah, that makes sense. TSH, I'll check that originally if you're not on anything, just to see where it's at. I will do a thyroid panel with antibodies and all that if I need to at the beginning. But once we figure it out, I'm going to be tracking those FT3s and FT4s. That's the money test, and they're cheap. If your doctor won't do them, use that direct labs link on my website, danpursermd.com, and get them yourself. Order them. You can do that. See where they're at. I like them around 4, the FT3 around 4.0, and the FT4, which gets in your brain, as close to 1.8 as you can get it. FT3 at 4-ish. If you do have a history of coronary artery disease, please be careful of raising your thyroid. We'll say that because it can bring on a heart attack. But I've never had that problem or seen that. But it can't do it. Actually, an FT3 of 4.0 will cause plaque regression. So big studies. FT3, 4.0, 4.2, 4.4, 3.9, 3.8 or above, I think, causes plaque regression from coronary and carotid arteries.
Man.
I should just we should do a Facebook Live on plaque regression stuff.
I feel like you did one.
Didn't I do that once?
Yeah.
I know we filmed some videos at least one time.
Yeah.
If you guys are
Was I
interested in
standing
that,
in
let
the
us
Salt
know.
Lake on that one? No, that was genetics.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
That's fun filming out there.
Yeah, until that thing bit me.
That thing.
The ankle.
You can't call Jackson that thing anymore.
Oh no. It was a Salt Lake snake.
I thought it was a Salt Lake crocodile.
Maybe it was one of those shrimp out there. They're kind of big. We never did find out what bit me. Got right in my sock and chewed me up. Okay, number 5, vaginal dryness along with dry eyes and dry mouth. Doctors love to call it Sjogren syndrome. Give me a break. I don't think I've ever seen a real Sjogren syndrome. It's almost always caused by low testosterone, especially vaginal testosterone. If you're postmenopausal and you have dryness down there, it's low testosterone. Yeah, you'll get dry eyes, dry mouth, and dry vagina. You'll be miserable. Go to your doctor and say, don't give me that estradiol cream. Here, I'll keep taking it. But once you add some testosterone to it, good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works every time. I've got hundreds of patients who've done that, and they get better. So anyone who's, I don't know, you probably don't want to admit it if you had to go through it, but stand up for me out there and say something on the posts here. Okay.
Oh, I just wanted to let you know we got a bunch of people saying plaque regression again. So I can't talk today. Plaque regression again. So we'll do another live on that maybe sometime soon.
Plaque regression is cool, but you won't like all the options. But plaque regression is magical.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
So think about
You know,
that.
if your glutathione level is high enough, you won't build plaque. Can't do it. Go look up cholesterol formation or plaque formation and glutathione on a diagram on Google Images. Look at all those. So you want to keep your glutathione level high. It reduces vascular inflammation. So okay, number 6, hair loss in women. We hear this all the time. They think their testosterone's too high. They think it's from stress. They think it's from this or that. No, 99.9%. I put 99%, but it's really 99.8%. Other time it's due to vitamin deficiencies. Check vitamin intracellular levels. That's that CMA test, or whatever you can get from your local doctor for intracellular levels, and you'll discover what these deficiencies are. Or call us.
And why is it important to get intracellular testing, not just like a normal serum level or?
Serum levels, once you see intracellular, you'll never go back. It's so much more accurate. And certain genetic errors block you absorbing stuff on an intracellular basis. So great, you have a great serum level. It stays in your serum. No wonder it's great.
It's not actually getting absorbed.
It's not really getting
And
absorbed
getting
into your
used.
cells. That's why you want intracellular levels. So, and I've been teaching my followers that for years.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you don't believe me on that, go to PubMed and search zinc alopecia. Zinc and the word alopecia, A-L-O-P-E-C-I-A. You will see horrible pictures. I don't know why they're showing pictures on PubMed. They usually don't, but horrible pictures of women who have really low zinc levels losing their hair, patchy baldness. That's just one vitamin. I can name 30 others that cause it. And it's hard to earn it back, but it takes about a year to 18 months to really get it going again, but it takes a while. Okay, number 7. If after getting every test you can, no matter what the problem, and you're still scratching your head, think outside the box and go basic and fundamental. That's back to check those intracellular vitamins, minerals, amino acids. That's why I return to it so often, because most of you have been to really good doctors who've done all this other mountain of work on you. Viral panels, this panel, that panel, hormone panels, boom. And so I'd get the vitamin panel. So if you fail IVF, I'd get the intracellular, the CMA, the intracellular vitamin panel. I need a drink. I'm talking too much.
Gotta clear your palate.
I'm trying to drink 2 gallons of water a day.
That's great.
No, it's not. I have to pee a lot.
Maybe you should not.
I think it's helping my knee.
That's good.
Okay. Get a CMA. If you're stumped, get a CMA. Order a CMA from us. Call and get it, or get it somewhere. CMA from Soul Science System. So.
And you really like that one more than SpectraCell at this point now.
You can get 100 different vitamins, minerals, amino acids versus 37 actual with SpectraCell. They're more accurate. They're cheaper. Wow. Hard to imagine. They give you 3 times the results, and they have a lot less failures. And they're quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, quicker, faster, cheaper, more accurate.
And more.
And more. That's the American way. You want a burger, you're going to get it bigger, faster, cheaper, and faster. Or your intracellular vitamin panels. So we've thought that through. I went, yeah, we're in. I love this test.
Oh, I just remembered. We didn't pick a winner from the Mother's Day sale to get the free CMA.
Oh, yes. We had 91 people who were entered, plus maybe more than that actually.
Yeah.
Can you pick one and announce it tomorrow?
Yeah, I might even be able to pick one right now.
Yeah.
Okay, you be looking. I'm going to go on to number 8.
Okay.
8. I don't believe
No.
in menopause.
Wait, did you skip
That's
7?
a common term. No,
Sorry.
I'm right on spot.
You're doing good. He got lost.
I'm all, don't do that to me.
Yeah, we're on number 8.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I don't believe in menopause. That's what doctors call men with low testosterone. Really, that's BS. I believe in vitamin opause. A lot of you young living followers know I coined that term. Do we have that copyright yet on that vitamin opause? Unexpectedly low testosterone levels. Yeah, below 800 nanograms per milliliter. And men are usually caused by low vitamins, and not just magical or age-related, nor from pituitary or testicular damage. It's amazing. You ask patients why they're on testosterone, they're like, because I had a low level. I'm like, why do you have a low level? Because my testosterone level, my doctor checked it and said it was low. I'm like, no, why did he say it was low? Because he thought it looked kind of low. I'm like, this is a circular argument. Do you know why your testosterone level was 620? No. Okay. And you're tired all the time? Yes. Are you tired all the time now that you're on testosterone? You know I am. Yeah, because it was a vitamin deficiency or 12, and you don't know it. So we're going to find that out. So you get off the testosterone and make your own juice. I call it juice. Not really, but you guys laugh when I do that. You're going to make your own juice, dude. So it's a lot better position to be in. Same with women who are at premature ovarian failure. I think I get to that in a minute, too. Number 17, if I'm right. So again, back here we go. Check intracellular vitamins. I don't care where you get it, how you get it. Let me look at it and I'll figure it out. But it's got to be intracellular. Number 9. This is what we did. We found out down in the bottom half of California at the university has that. In the research, if the pituitary MRI with contrast is normal, and there's no history, I found this out more up here, and there's no history of loss of consciousness event. I call it LOC, loss of consciousness event, or radiation to the brain, which is very unlikely. Unless they're staring at the microwave a lot while they're waiting for the burrito to cook. Then the hormone problems are almost always caused by a vitamin deficiency. Here we go again with that darn vitamin deficiency as the root cause. Vitamin deficiency as root cause. We get pituitary referrals all the time. And we kind of question them on their pituitary. You ever been knocked out? You ever had a lost consciousness event? You ever had a motor vehicle accident? Been unconscious? How long has this been going on? Do you feel tired all the time? Blah, blah, blah. And it's not pituitary damage, it's vitamin deficiencies. But it will mimic pituitary damage. I just taught you more than a lot of endocrinologists know. You get the vitamins, and then I also will go back and look at the MRIs on these patients, or find them or get them somehow, or have the radiologist peek at it one more time and really stare at the pituitary, because I found many an MRI when I go back and do that, that the radiologist read the pituitary as normal. I bet I found 14 or 15 where there was no pituitary, yet the report said it was normal. The guy didn't even look at it. He was so busy. Pituitary is normal. That's what they do. They record that. They haven't looked at it. They look at the other MRI. They're not looking at the pituitary. They just scan it. They're tired. Doctors get tired. I have them correct the report. I'm like, yeah, your pituitary's gone, Melba. So
Melba.
yeah, that's a pretend patient. Melba, your pituitary left. In that car accident you had in 98, it's gone. It moved out.
It moved out.
Mine moved out from my car wreck in 2001.
Yeah.
Front half of it's gone. So they're fragile little devils, I'll tell you that. So check the intracellular vitamins. Here we go again. Boy, that gets old, doesn't it? I'm going to give you more of those, though. Low thyroid, then low vitamins first. Could be the cause. So check the intracellular vitamins before you start on a lifetime, or if you're a physician, you start them on a lifetime of unneeded medication. Do you hear that? Zinc, selenium, B12. It could be any major vitamin. So cold hands, cold feet, and brittle hair, and dry skin, constipation. That's hypothyroidism until proven otherwise. But if you're super tired too, it could all be a vitamin deficiency, causing your thyroid not to function correctly. Good nutrition in equals good. Sorry, I hit the mic. Good hormones out. Good nutrition in equals good hormones out. Okay.
Wait, we're getting a lot of questions. A lot of people are saying, what vitamins do you recommend? What vitamins are for pituitary? Tell us what we're lacking. But that's individual to each person, right?
It is. In the meanwhile, if you're going to get a CMA, and you just want to try something. If you're young living, I'm the one who helped design Master Formula. Take it. You don't need it every day. Maybe in the first you do. If you feel better, take it every day. But you can take as little as 3 times a week. But take it. You'll know in 30 to 90 days if it's helping or sooner. If you're not a young living, try Life Extension 2 TWO-PER-day, 2 per day. Off Amazon. It's $14 for 60. You start with 1. If you like it, try 2. If you like that a lot, try 3. Yeah, you can change it to 3 per day.
Yeah.
$14, you can do a lot with it. So I don't get any money for 2 per day. It's just natural, and I like it. It has no iron and no copper, which I like too.
Well, those are good, just multivitamins to
It's
kind
just
of
good
cover.
multivitamins.
Because you really
So-
need to figure out what exactly you're deficient
If you have
in.
fibro, take the Life Extension. Fibromyalgia, take the Life Extension because there's no copper in it. If you have fibro, don't take the Master Formula because we put copper in it because we did not design that for people with fibro. Sorry. Okay. Guess what? Another one, 11. 10 more. Here we go. New onset type 2 diabetes mellitus. Then it could be low vitamins. See it all the time. Zinc, chromium, B12. Same as almost thyroid. Could be the cause. Check the intracellular vitamins. Do not go into the night thinking you have type 2 diabetes. You can change that. Thousands of Americans do it every day. You can flip it. Do it. Flip it. Get your intracellular vitamins. Get your hormones stabilized. Remember all the testosterone benefits for diabetes that we talked about for women? Same for men. Thyroid 2, all that. Clean it up, get it solid, and get on some kind of small, consistent exercise program. Even if it's like me and doing your 300 push-ups every day. Okay, can drop your hemoglobin A1C dramatically. It may take you 1.5 years to get there, but it can do it. Or like me, it took me forever. Yeah, I still have weenie arms. Okay, number 12. But I can do push-ups. It's just still weenie arms. 12, high cholesterol. High cholesterol? Sorry, there's a question mark. Check your thyroid, FT3 especially. If low, resolve it. Cholesterol usually improves when your FT3 is closer to 4.0. Remember, it causes plaque regression. What's plaque built from? You don't know? Cholesterol.
Oh.
Your
I
body
should
lays it
know.
down like a bandage. But if you reduce that inflammation, get your FT3 optimal, you can get that pulled out of your arteries. Well, your cholesterol drops pretty dramatically too. It's a lot better than a statin and more appropriate.
Yeah.
Let's get your FT3 optimal. Number 13. Only 2. Oh, you guys are going to hate me for this one. Sorry. This is my Western MD side. Only 2 statins cause plaque regression. Simvastatin and rosuvastatin. Bingo. You got to do max dose. Cholesterol. Why take a statin at all if you don't get this benefit? I don't know why those are the only 2. Well, I do. I think it's because they're both fat soluble and water soluble. I don't know why that makes a difference, but it does.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. Jackson's getting a degree in biochemistry or something. Could you tell us why that happened?
I'm getting a nutritionist certification.
Oh, now you're changed. Trying to take over my job. Are you?
What was your question though?
Why are those the only 2 statins, simvastatin and rosuvastatin, that are fat soluble and water soluble? And why does that cause them to remove plaque from arteries?
My guess would be they just can work optimally anywhere, especially within in the blood vessels.
That's a good answer, but I think you're winging it.
Yeah, definitely.
I was winging it too. Okay. I don't know everything. I just know some things.
Yeah.
They're small. They're inconsequential sometimes. Okay. So if your doctor says, I want to put you on a atorvastatin, you need to go, dude, simvastatin. It's cheap. It's generic. And shoot me at 80 milligrams. Check my liver in 3 months, please. And if you get muscle aches and pains, you got to take CoQ10 with statins. You got to take CoQ10. That's why you get side effects, because you're not taking enough CoQ10. Almost always. If you get really bad side of muscle pain, stop it. It can kill you. So but that's rare, really rare. I've never had a patient do that. So 14, always take extra CoQ10. Here it is with statins and thyroid medication. Thyroid medication, because CoQ10 is the last coenzyme in the energy pathway, and thyroid is all about energy. So the ubiquinol, not ubiquinone, ubiquinol prevents these side effects. I do at least 200, not 400 milligrams a day. I'm upping my CoQ10 minimum, my ubiquinol minimum now to 400, maybe higher. 15, pediatric patient parents are always right. Doctors they just can't figure that out. They argue with them. Argue with the mom about her child at your patient's detriment, your malpractice and license liability, and your soul's peril. Don't do it. Moms are always right. If that mom says that child has appendicitis and you damn well better diagnose it and figure it out and treat him, you better listen. You better triple check and make sure that patient does not have appendicitis, or you are dead. You're going to be a dead man or woman. I see doctors argue with patients all the time. Their moms and dads, really, I would not do that. I've never done that. And moms, in my 35 years of practice, are always right. I cannot once think when they weren't right. Ever. Doctors argue. Really? Why would you argue with the mom? She's living with that child 24/7. She's been your patient. Or if you're in the ER, you're an idiot. Do not argue with that mom. You better listen. You better go the extra mile and be absolutely in front of God and everyone positive that child does not have appendicitis. But still say they still may have it. Let's keep an eye. Get back in here immediately if you think symptoms change for the worse. Or whatever. Here's my number. Call me if it thinks it gets worse, because I'm going to trust your opinion more than mine. That mom will love you and will be your patient forever. But if you jerk her around and say, no, I didn't have appendicitis, just constipated, give him the suppository, see ya. That's weak and lazy. Do it right. Okay. Ben, I'm being hard tonight, aren't I? Mm-hmm. Does anyone want to follow me? Do I have any viewers on this, or 3? What, 3.5?
Yeah, 172 people staring at that little face.
Oh, sorry. A little bit. Okay. Hope they like this, because I'm probably destroying my career doing this. Okay. 15. Oh, no, I just did 15. 16. High copper foods and genetics cause fibromyalgia. It's a form of copper toxicity. Do you hear me? If you have fibro, go to Facebook page, End Fibromyalgia with Natural Options. I started that page. My page now, Lois Swigert, now works for us. This is part of our team. And that's a great fibro page. It's free to join, but do what they say. They're all on there. 5,000 plus people got rid of their fibro symptoms. Really? Are you kidding me? Get on there and figure it out. Lurk. Ask questions. Ask Lois Schweigert what to do. If you have fibro, do it. Okay, 17. You or a daughter or a friend have been diagnosed with early or premature menopause, but no one knows the cause. Huh? What do you think the cause is? I kind of already gave it away, didn't I? Doctors just shrug. It's unknown. They all say, wrong, it's wrong, that's wrong. It's almost always due to vitamin deficiencies. Check the intracellular vitamins. There we go again, okay? Early menopause, premature menopause, check the vitamins. Especially if that 23-year-old is exhausted or that 34-year-old is run down and exhausted. Check the damn vitamins. Sorry, I swore it's a Sunday. I am really in trouble.
Yeah, you were.
How's that one? Was that popular? Did a lot of those little floating bubbles come up on that one?
He always asks.
There are. There's a lot of little hearts going by.
Is that what they are? Okay. So, 18, this is going to blow some of you away. Think of mom and dad. Think of cousins, uncles, whatever. Diagnosed with a benign essential tremor or an odd case of Parkinson's disease. Odd meaning the neurologist is just not quite sure. They're like, it seems like Parkinson's. I'm going to call it Parkinson's, but I don't think it's Parkinson's. Then it could be a choline deficiency. Choline is a B vitamin. Who taught me that, Brecken? That tremor could be from a choline deficiency.
Me.
Yeah, you did teach me that.
That was me.
Yeah, because you had this tremor for years,
I twitch.
and your fingers were twitching. I said,
yeah.
you can't be a nurse because you
Yeah.
can't get an IV in it. It freaked you
I
out.
did used to have really shaky hands.
Now you don't have shaky hands at all. You could bowl now. I know that was your dream.
Oh, I could bowl. Yes, thank you. I would love to be the bowling champion of the world.
Yeah, you'd be worth a lot of money.
No, why would I want
On the
to?
Pro Bowlers Tour, are you kidding? I used to watch that one as a kid. That was great.
I would like
Especially
that.
when they got in fist fights. Okay, through the balls.
Throwing bowling balls.
Threw the balls at each other. It's hilarious. Okay, so could be a choline deficiency. I like the Nested brand off Amazon. It's probably going to wipe them out right now, aren't we?
Yeah, probably.
It's take 4 or 5 daily for 4 to 7 weeks, and if symptoms resolve, it's just a choline deficiency.
It's amazing how fast that works for me too.
Oh, it's crazy. Within a week or two,
Yeah.
they'll know.
Yeah, it's insane.
And then you'll find out you don't have Parkinson's. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a changeover.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but just kidding. You would.
I don't know. I've had about
seen
12
it?
cases go.
You've seen
You
it?
resolved my You didn't have Parkinson's. That's the problem. I didn't cure any Parkinson's.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. I just
Crazy.
cured a choline deficiency.
Get those little things out of whack and they really mess with you.
Yeah. Okay, 19. This is serious business. Idiopathic gastroparesis. If you got a cousin, aunt, mom, sister, brother, husband, loved one, spouse, whatever, child that weighs 93 pounds and they can't eat because they get diarrhea or constipation, it's been going on for years. They're tired all the time. They're exhausted. Their gut does not work, and the doctor goes, it's a gastroparesis. It means paralysis of the gut, of the stomach. So, and they're in hell. It's probably a B12 deficiency. Really severe one, because you'll get an idiopathic gastroparesis.
Yeah.
And you need to get an intracellular vitamin panel. So, because it's going to be horrible. And then you give them shots of methyl B12, 3 or 4 times a week. You send them home with the bottle and the needle, and sometimes daily. Daily.
Yeah.
And I eventually had folate so they don't get to a methyl trap. But you can Google that, methyl trap. But they can take it for a year, 18 months before their gastroparesis goes away. How long? You had that crampy, weird stomach problem?
Yeah.
How long did that take once we got you on
So
the support,
I was,
MTHFR
yeah,
support?
I was never on the straight injections, but I would take extra B12 as well as my Endure and Renew, and I don't even know. Like, it just slowly faded away,
Yeah,
and
that's
I just
what happens.
haven't dealt with it.
Yeah, it's funny
insane.
when I see those people back and they've gained 40 pounds. They're normal.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you cured me. Now what do I do? I'm like, keep taking it.
Mhm.
You'll be back.
There was a question earlier, because someone said that they had type 2 diabetes and had gastroparesis. Would this maybe be connected, where it could be a B12 deficiency?
Better make sure, get that double reason, get that intracellular vitamin panel.
Yeah.
Double reason.
Just check. You gotta check.
Yeah. Sure could be.
It's crazy.
Number 20.
Last one.
Most, but not all, non-compression related neuropathies, like chemo-related diabetic, can be resolved, i.e. cured forever, if you keep using a little bit of it, with a properly functioning glutathione. If you know of one, and you can use it topically 5 to 8 times per day for 2 to 3 months, and or replenish it with some serious B vitamin. So yeah, do that first. If that doesn't work, get an intracellular vitamin mineral panel. It could be vitamin deficiency. Those are the two big causes I see on these neuropathies, and no one's dealt with them. They're just patients just suffer horribly. They can't feel their feet, or they feel buzzing, or it's horrible at night. Can you imagine your feet feeling like that? You know someone personally who's gone through stuff like that. It's horrible.
It's awful.
Yeah, and it's almost always one or the other. Not always, but almost always. Do not suffer from neuropathy unless it's a compression disc problem or some nerve damage that's really real and been there. So get it taken care of.
This is a good question about glutathione. She said she was told if you're allergic to sulfur drugs, you can't take glutathione. Is that true?
Let's go back to number 1 on the Medscape list, shellfish allergy and radiologic dye. No, you will die if you don't have glutathione. You're not allergic to glutathione. You might be allergic to the substances that are carrying it. So we're going to have an answer for that really soon. I'm going to leave it right at that. We'll give you a pure spray-on form of it that we're really happy with now. We've worked through it. So that's coming. Jackson's going to kill me later.
No.
He will barbecue me. So, okay, any questions? Should I answer them, or are they scary?
No.
Like, why is my hair all falling out on my eyelids?
Someone said, number 20, would this be true even if it's not depleted on a CMA test? So, like the neuropathies. So, even if you don't have a low glutathione, would you still should take glutathione for neuropathy?
Try rubbing it on your feet. Won't hurt you.
No.
That, and if it hurts, try a little Serum X. I would definitely consider trying the Serum X with the glutathione. Remember, they work together to detox. Or should.
How do you find out if vitamins are good quality or junk?
Oh, that's a really hard question. Name brand bigger companies. I have 4 or 5 I like.
Research, yeah.
I pretty well stick with those. Sometimes you don't have any choice.
Yeah.
You have to go outside and you pray that they're good.
You can always reach out to the companies directly as well and ask for a CFAs or a certificate of analysis of their current batches of the products, just to show that they are clean and good.
Well, Jackson, that's good insight. Sorry, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
I know that.
I know. I really admire companies that just post their CFAs right along on their product pages. We actually need to start doing that.
Yeah.
Because we get them every batch.
You may add that to your list to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is something we should do.
I know. I see lots of companies doing that now. It's good. Keeps everyone honest.
Okay, any more questions?
Do you have any insight into what might help trigeminal neuralgia and paresthesia? I think I said that right.
Yeah, the same thing. Look at number 20.
Oh.
And what I just said. Because glutathione and salt are made to work together, but I'll just leave it at that. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say any more on that.
I will comment that I did see some really cool Facebook comments of people using Serum X for trigeminal neuralgia.
Because of the pain.
For the pain caused by, yeah.
And then it went away.
They were having some really good success. So
did you hear that? That pain, or lack of pain, or numbness, or agony. It's agonal. Trigeminal neuralgia is agonal. Why not use a natural option right there topically on it? Right where the injury or trigeminal neuralgia is. So, up here. Yeah, it's here and here.
Yeah, so sad. If you have hypothyroidism, metabolic syndrome, and PCOS, what should you do? What's
CMA.
the first step?
It's going to be a mess, and get a genetic panel. Memorial Day is coming up. You might want to get a 23andMe, and then a NutriHacker Complete. I'll just leave it at that. Or call and get our foundation methylation kit. I want to see what's going on with you. I'll find out. Everyone who has bad PCOS has bad MTHFR. Methylation issues.
It's true. It all connects.
Yeah. Trust me, you will get better.
How much zinc should you take to start kicking in hair growth, or is that like kind of dependent?
It's dependent. How do you know it's a zinc deficiency?
It's true. Got to figure that out first.
Yeah, it could be an iron deficiency. It could be something killing off your thyroid functionality, and that could be affecting it. A lot of different options. Hypothyroidism alone won't cause it, but the vitamin deficiencies that can cause hypothyroidism, like zinc, can cause it. So you're conflating and confusing two separate problems.
Well, this is kind of an interesting question. She says she turns beet red in the sun in 5 minutes, but she's not sunburnt. I don't know.
I do too.
I do too.
I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, we're sensitive.
Yeah, I cry a lot too.
I just walk outside and I'm red. Well, I'm red right now.
You're red. Those little apple blossom cheeks.
That's me.
Me too, apparently.
I was hoping you had a solution
I don't
for
have
us.
an answer for that.
We're
We're a
red.
hat.
We're red skin.
We're a big hat.
I would say take a look at your intracellular vitamin levels.
No. What? No.
Seems
Doesn't
to
have
be the
anything to
answer
do with it.
everything.
Yeah. Everything on this list, I didn't mean to do that, but it just was. It's the truth of
I know.
life.
Brad was reading it and he's like, I think we just all need to get our vitamins checked. That's all that he's wanting us.
You should, if it's been a while and you feel like poop and you're tired all the time,
They all
get
connect.
your vitamins checked and you'll be amazed at what other stuff you avoid or never get, or get your vitamins corrected.
What helps lichen sclerosis? Did I say
Lichen
that?
sclerosis.
Dang it.
I don't know.
Mm.
I think natural super antioxidants should be tried. I've seen good results with that. Not great. Good. We have two top super antioxidants. You may want to try them. Even if it's just borrowing some from someone else or trying just a bottle of each and see. But wait until we get the cleaner, the non-essential oil version that's for oral use. The topical version we're coming out with.
Yeah, well, you keep talking about it. We can talk a little bit about it, right, real quick. Earlier last year, we came out with that product, Singular, which was a topical glutathione product. It was all designed and targeted to but to help the skin be healed.
It does a
from
lot more than
shingles.
that, but I found that out this week.
And so we decided to kind of change the packaging on it and make it a little bit more stable. And we're going to bring that product back under physician designed as VAR's Topical Skin Revival Mist or something like that.
VAR's Revival Skin Mist.
There you go. Yeah.
Is that the name?
Yep.
Skin mist. It's
VAR's
kinda
Revival
misty.
Glutathione Skin Mist.
It's definitely not but it's not horrible. But it's not pleasant smelling.
It's very reviving.
It revives my nose hairs for sure.
That's just glutathione. That's nature
I know.
of the beast.
It's funny how people complain about. I'm like, dude, do you know what you have there? You have the only functional glutathione in the world. It has a sulfhydryl group. It's going to smell that way.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it.
So the point of all that is a topical cosmetic use glutathione is coming out soon. Very soon.
Because I'm pretty much using up all the Singular bottles at home right now.
Yeah.
On my knee. That's another story. Okay. I'll post something this week.
Oh, this
about
is a
that.
good question. Brain support should be coming back in stock this week.
Yes, it
is our
should.
goal.
I mean, we've been saying that the last couple weeks. And just like those C of A's, it was in testing this last week, and they told us to hold off until Monday for this newest batch of it. So
I thought about adding comment about brain support on here because of the crazy stuff that stuff does. How it can improve memory up to 30-fold. That's an FDA. That's a peer-reviewed statement that the FDA would honor. I suddenly know why Mitsubishi didn't go. It is such a great product for dementia and what it did, how it stopped most forms of it, all that. Do you know why? You know why they wouldn't go forward with it? Came out today.
Why?
That Medicare or Medicaid won't pay for it.
That's so sad.
Yeah, if you get dementia,
It's not paid for.
you should die quick. They will not treat you for it under Medicare, Medicaid,
Horrible.
and new rules.
It's heartbreaking.
Not like the family's got to treat you.
I feel like every cause of death for an old person now too is dementia.
Well, it's getting real common. If you can, make sure there are no other vitamin deficiencies. Though that test, the CMA test, when you get the redox panel, test for pyrroloquinone. It tests for it.
PQQ.
Yeah, it tests for the PQQ. So if your level's low, everyone always says, "Yeah, I am forgetful. Yeah, it's terrible. I think I have dementia." I'm like, "No, you just have a low PQQ level. Get our product and use it. 3 a day for a while, maybe, and then 2 a day forever."
With B12, you really want to get onto methyl B12, not cyanocobalamin, right?
It varies by situation, but almost always it's methyl. Sometimes I'll go with adenosine hydroxy.
That's what I
And
take.
my third choice will be the Sienna. Sometimes there's a place for it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Sorry, there was one more I thought I saw.
One more.
How often do you recommend doing repeat cellular testing?
Oh, when you need it, not even every year. If you don't need it, and if I get some really bad ones, I get them about 4 or 5 a week. I'll say, we're repeating this 120, 150 days. They're saving your money now. Let's repeat it. Let's get this cleaned up.
Just gotta figure it out.
Yeah, when they have 25 vitamin deficiencies and 17 borderlines, that's just bad.
Yeah.
It's like, I had 11 and 11. I was crawling. I probably why my knees failed. My left knee failed. Part of that. It's getting better.
That's good.
But I'm just so hammered on that. Suddenly I'm incapacitated. I mean, you guys know what I do. I go home all the time and just put my knee on ice and wait.
I had to carry him up the stairs.
Well, no, on your back. Thank you.
No.
You did it pretty good when I was tickling you too the whole time.
He tried to make me, but I couldn't do it.
So, that's it.
Yeah.
We're gonna bore them to death if we keep going. Look, I love you all. You're all awesome. If you're hurting or you have any of these weird problems, try some Serum X or get a CMA vitamin panel. And if you, man, I'd definitely get the CMA. It'll answer, unless you got, doctors have already looked at all the hard stuff. Thank God for them. They've already looked to make sure you don't have cancer, that you don't have, anything weird going on, that they can readily see through a CBC or CMA. Though I've found 3 CBCs last week that all had white blood cell counts. You know what their doctors told them? You're normal. I'm like, you have a UTI or a sinus infection or a tooth infection or something. And every single time I was right.
So crazy.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on one of them, but yeah, it's like that white blood cells at 10.2. Yeah, that's normal, but man, it's right on the upper edge of normal. It should not be that high, especially when you get a predominance of neutrophils. That's a bacterial infection. Is it in your tooth? Is it in your lungs? Is it in your sinuses? Is it in your bladder? Or do you have a knife wound somewhere that you never reported to the police or me? When I was in medical school, we had a patient who got shot in the leg and he wouldn't tell us what. I said a dog, it went all the way through his shin and everything.
Ugh.
Right through it, yeah, but what didn't break his shin, it was 22, you could tell. He said a dog had bit him.
Oh my gosh.
And we're like, bet it's only 2 holes. We should have 4. Dogs have, 2 canines.
Yeah.
He said, no, there's an old dog, and they only had one.
It was an old dog.
We're like, that was such a good story. We didn't report him to the police. Okay. So, that was 40 years ago. Good luck finding me.
That's hilarious, actually.
We gave him like a standing ovation.
It was an old dog.
An old man, smart man. Okay. Anything else? I think we're done. I love you guys. We'll be posting this in a PDF, right? So you can download it.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it. Laugh at me. Tell your doctor so they can bring me up on charges of neglect or something on you. So I'm joking, but because they will definitely not agree with most of this. But and call me if you need me. Please do. God bless. Hey, you guys, and go in good health.